Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Nightmare Podcast. This is episode 99. And I am Christy, and I'm joined by
Brian. How are you?
Brian, the horror guru. And on this episode, we are going to be talking about When Evil Lurks. Now, last week, we asked everybody to tell us what they wanted us to watch for this week. It was either a Christmas horror movie, like
It's a Wonderful Knife.
But then we figured out that it was only playing in one theater in Las Vegas, on the other side of town.
Yeah, it was a little too far for us to go.
Yeah, so...
We've become those people.
Really, right? I'll just wait until it streams. But I do want to watch that. I have noticed people said they liked it. So we chose When Evil Lurks, and we did that. Why?
Because Christy hates foreign language movies.
Yes, I normally do not watch foreign language movies to where I have to read subtitles. Now, I know I'm probably missing out on a lot of good movies because of that. Before we get into the premise of this movie, I'll have you talk about the premise. I'm not very good at that. But I would like to say I'm glad I watched this movie. It was very good.
Has this changed your mind on foreign language movies?
I think so.
Are you going to watch more now?
I think so.
Yes.
I think I will. Because I know there's a few other movies that I haven't watched that a lot of people like Train to Busan, or however you say that.
Train to Busan.
I've never watched that.
Oh, see, you would love that movie.
And that's what everybody tells me. And I know a lot of people love that movie. So I need to suck it up.
Yeah. There's a lot of amazing foreign language movies out there.
And I know that.
Like the Wreck movies, Train to Busan, The Wailing, like so many. Really, even just Japan, Spain, Norway.
Yeah, Japanese, man, they make some killer movies, though. I do know that. So, yeah. I've been missing out. I have seen some, obviously. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but not many. But I'm glad we did this. Thank you very much. It was very good. Very, very good. But yeah, why don't you, Brian, you tell everybody the premise of the movie.
Okay, so the story starts out with two brothers in the woods, and they hear 5 gunshots. Mm-hmm. And the next morning they go to see what had happened. They stumble upon a body that the top half is completely missing.
Yep.
And then they go to a house that a man is possessed, but they call it the Rotten, which I love.
Yeah, I like that.
That they changed, they made it their own.
And to go along with that, now, when I've seen people talk about this movie, a lot of people have said that this was a nice, little bit different, fresh take on possession movies. And like you just said, they call them the Rotten. And I liked that too. And I do believe that this was a good, fresh take on possession movies. Go ahead.
Yeah, so from there, the whole premise is... the Rotten gets passed person to person, person to animal. It's all like it attaches itself to you one way or another, but there's ways to get around it. But a lot of people didn't follow that.
No, because there was like 7 rules and all that to go by to kind of deal with someone who is a Rotten.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, when I was watching the movie, I'm like, where was Randy to tell him all the rules?
Right.
Because essentially they had the list of rules, like, no guns.
Which is interesting. You cannot shoot them.
Yeah.
Which would be your first thing you just want to do is just shoot the Rotten or the person or animal or whatever. But if you do, now you've just, that entity, it's they kind of said demon a couple of times. But some sort of demon entity thing that's doing this.
Yeah, they said don't give the demon a name.
Yeah, you can't give him a name.
You have to burn your clothes. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, if you get like any blood or stuff on
bile.
You, or you touch it. I think they even just touched them.
Yeah, and I think that's how it attached it, because essentially they had to take the one guy who the makeup effects on it was amazing.
Yeah, the main Rotten one at the beginning. Yeah, he was disgusting looking.
Like, they had to throw him in the truck, but then he had like all the bile ooze that was kind of like left behind in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and see, when they went to go dispose of him, to get rid of him, to try to get rid of the rotten in the town, that didn't go so well.
No.
And that's what happens throughout the rest of the movie, is that, you know, it ended up possessing other people and animals and things. But it likes children.
It does like children. It doesn't harm the children.
No, it doesn't harm the children. It wants to be in the children.
Yeah. So, and it's very much a, I don't want to say complicated movie, because it's not complicated. It's just, it really messes with your mind to where if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss something.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, which is good, because it keeps your interest, because there's just stuff, and you're just like, what? A lot of what the fuck moments.
Yes.
Are in this. That's where you...
And I told you about it,
yeah,
too.
and that's where you get the gore, a lot of the gore, and a lot of the just crazy things that happen in this, because it's moments where you're just like sucked into the dialogue or whatever is happening in the moment, and then all of a sudden it just changes and something freaking crazy just happens. That happens a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Like, and I'm just thinking like the goat scene. I'm like, I wonder what PETA would have said about that. But then had they kept watching to see what happened afterwards, if they would have just been like, oh, well, that's okay then.
Right. Yeah, that was insane. She a little bit of spoiler, just a tiny bit, but yeah, the goat was possessed and was staring her down, and she shot it, which shouldn't have done. Or
the husband,
he did.
Ruiz,
yeah, the husband did.
ends up shooting it.
She came out yelling at him not to do that, but he did. And
then she went Lizzie Borden on him.
Yep, she just whacked him and then whacked herself with an axe.
Yeah.
But that scene went on for a minute. I mean, it's a scene, it's the poster of the movie that you see. She's sitting there and she just keeps whacking herself in the head. And I'm like, God. Yeah, it's a crazy moment. And there's a lot of crazy moments like that in this.
There's a scene with the dog, which I wasn't expecting.
Me neither. I was like, what? I mean, that dog just ripped that girl's head off. Like, that little girl just took her, just boom.
Yeah.
Like, and you're not even expecting it at all. Again, that happens a lot in this movie. A lot of unexpected, crazy moments, which I like that. I like these types of movies, don't you?
Yeah.
Because it's like surprise moment, and it's something that's so freaking crazy and just off the wall that you're just not expecting.
I really wish I would saw this in theaters for the week that it played, because it did play around here. I never got the chance to go see it.
I'm good with seeing it at home. It's all good with that.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have gotten well, I guess you would have gotten subtitles. I think they have to put subtitles if it's foreign.
Oh, that's a good question. I wonder if they do. I don't know.
I haven't seen a foreign movie in theaters in a long time.
Oh, I don't know. Do they do that, y'all? I don't know. I never have, so I don't know. But that is a really good question. I don't know what I was about to say. I just had a brain fart. I think the movie, for me, is like an 8 out of 10, though.
Yes.
At the very least.
Easily an 8.
Yeah, easily an 8. So much gore going on in this. Tons of gore, which I like the gore, so I'm good with that.
Probably the goriest scene is the mother when she's walking on the road. I don't want to spoil that part.
Oh, yeah.
But that was easily the goriest part of that movie.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting because there's a child involved. So yeah, that was yeah. But I don't want to spoil that. I don't want to spoil all the moments in the movie because I want everybody to go watch this. It's on Shudder.
Yeah, I've watched it twice now.
You've watched it twice.
Yeah.
I know other people. Like I said, it was one of their favorite movies of the year, or in their top 3 or 4 or 5 movies of this year.
I would say this is easily top 5 for me.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm glad I watched it. Okay, everybody proved me wrong. Let's see. I think we pretty much talked about everything that I wrote down in my little notes, though. I think you know what grosses me out the most, though, is like when you look at the rotten, like the guy at the beginning, the big, is like pus and stuff. Like blood does not bother me.
It was almost zombie-like.
It was gross. But did you see like other areas of his body where there was pus though?
Yes.
I mean, it was gross. I'm not a pus person. I don't like that. Mm-hmm. Or puke. Blood, you can give me blood all day and it does not bother me at all. What were some other moments in there in the movie that you liked?
The very ending with the school sequence.
Mm-hmm.
To where all the guy had to do was listen.
But doesn't it turn into kind of like a creepy kid movie, though, too?
Mm-hmm. At the very end, yeah.
Yeah, at the very end, which is also great because kids are just freaking creepy anyway. And then the ending kind of leaves you a little bit like, oh my God, I want more.
Yeah.
Because he's finding out now that his autistic son is a rotten now. And then, yeah. So, yeah.
Maybe they'll do a second one.
That's what I was thinking. But his autistic son, that was the only thing that I kind of did figure out and kind of thought throughout the movie that he was probably one too. Did you?
Because he wasn't really moving?
Well, no. I just figured they would go there.
Oh, yeah. With the
him.
ending, yeah.
You know, I just figured, he's going to become possessed, or he probably already is. Even though people throughout the movie were saying, no, he's just autistic. He's not a rotten. He's just autistic. I was like, I think he's...
The ending kind of points it towards that direction.
Right. Well, I mean, he is, though. He is a rotten. So, yeah, I liked every aspect of this. I thought it was a very nice, fresh take on possession movies. Yeah. And it's from Argentina. So, bravo.
Yeah,
Argentina.
And this is the director had done one called Terrified, which was another one.
That one.
Yeah, it's another really good like mind fucked type movie.
Oh, okay.
To where it's another like possession haunting type movie.
Yeah, we'll have to try that one. I mean, I've seen the poster and I've seen it, you know, as I'm scrolling through movies, but I've just never tried it because. But maybe I should now.
This makes me so happy you like the foreign language movie.
Well, that was really
I've been trying years to get you to watch foreign language movies.
I know. It's just not something that I'll like gravitate to, like if I'm just trying to figure out a movie to watch or something, but maybe I should now. Because this was an awesome movie. I did see one person. I have to mention this because there's always that one person that wants to shit on a movie. But I did see one person post that they turned it off halfway through because it was boring and uninteresting.
Okay, well, it is. It's not a full-fledged slow burn movie because there is a lot that happens.
I don't think it's slow burn at all.
But I mean, it does take a moment for stuff to start happening.
But things are happening. Though.
Well, things are happening, but like,
I could see boring like, people getting bored. I can't. There's nothing boring and that's my point I'm trying to make. There's nothing boring and uninteresting about this movie. I don't see that at all.
I would say I love this movie, and I know I'm going to get a phone call from Robbie's because of how the evil transfers body to body. He's like, so you're saying that you like this, but not another movie?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay, well that shouldn't be happening in another movie. Yeah. That I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. That aspect should not be happening in that movie anyway. Nope. So it didn't work for that. But yeah. So everybody go watch When Evil Lurks. It's on Shudder. It's about an hour and 40 minutes long. But it's a good hour and 40 minutes, though. Well, I didn't have any issue with it.
It doesn't feel like an hour and 40.
Mm-mm. No, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. So... Is that all you want to say about it? I don't want to spoil it too much.
Yeah. Go watch it.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
Highly recommend. We can mention another movie really quick, too. The Secret Santa movie that we both watched.
That's another fun movie.
That was fun. Just to be mentioning another holiday horror movie, Secret Santa. This one is from 2018. That's the one we're talking about.
But it just came out streaming.
It just came out on Screambox.
So... They're a little behind.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what that's about, but it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new holiday horror movie I'm going to watch, and you said the same thing.
Yeah, it's one I'm adding into my Christmas rotation.
Yeah, I think I'm going to too. So go watch that on Screambox. That one's like an hour and 30 minutes long. I didn't write any notes because I was so enticed in the family. It's about a dysfunctional family, for one thing. Mm-hmm. And within that dysfunctional family, one of the family members ends up like drugging everybody with this truth serum stuff. But they kind of like break out like they have some sort of disease or something. And then they also get even crazier. Kind of like with when Evil Lurks, when the person gets possessed, then they just go insane and crazy and just start doing insane stuff. Same thing with the Secret Santa. They were already mean and nasty to each other already, but once they were, I don't know what you want to say. They're not possessed.
It's almost like crazies.
But it was a truth serum.
Yeah.
Which you end up finding out is one of the family members have put this truth serum in the punch. They're at their Christmas party, is what they're doing. Yeah, and then they break out and
boils
and hives and stuff, like it's some sort of disease type thing. But whatever, I can't remember what she said what it was, but whatever that ingredient is in that's the reaction you get as a human when you ingest it, I guess. I don't know. But it just made them even more crazier, and then shit got even worse.
Yeah. I will say the gore effects are great on it.
Yeah.
Both practical. CGI is comical at times. But I respect that they went practical for a lot of it. Mm-hmm. So it really helped. Yeah. And it's funny at certain spots and kind of like what the hell is going on in other spots. Like it's a fun watch.
It is a fun watch.
It is very much it's horror, but it's also like dark comedy. Yes.
Yeah, there's some comedy in it, but it's good comedy though. It's not like cheesy stuff. It's funny. Again, this family is just absolutely nasty to each other. But what the whole thing is so you have the mom and dad, but they're divorced, and there was
the dad,
4 kids.
Yeah, the dad is now dating or married to the ex-wife's sister.
Yeah, something like that.
And it's a very.
And then you find out the mom ended up having sex with the stepson, and a lot of crazy things going on in this family.
Yes.
But so one of the daughters, and she seems to be the more normal one out of everybody. Her and her new boyfriend, she had gotten everybody together for this Christmas party, the family for the Christmas party, and they do a little Secret Santa thing, for gifts and stuff. But I think everything backfires on her.
All for doing the right thing.
Right. But I think that she was doing it because she wanted to.
She was trying to make amends.
With the other sister.
Yeah.
Which then backfired because it was that sister that ended up drugging everybody with the punch. And then everybody's killing each other and going psycho, and they were already psycho. So it's a new fun one for the holidays to watch. Secret Santa. That's on Screambox. So go watch that. That was a fun one. And then next week is our 100th episode. Yay! 100 episodes. So we'll have our special Thanksgiving episode next week. We're going to go watch Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And we will talk about Thanksgiving. Everybody's starting to watch that. And we can talk about other Thanksgiving horror movies too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll have a fun 100th Thanksgiving episode. That's pretty cool that it falls on our Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
So you can watch next week for that. What else is going on? What do we got going on? Sales. You want to talk about our sales?
So we'll have our Black Friday sales. That'll go through Monday. We got some stuff put together for you. So we'll have a 30% off select masks, which a lot of the masks it's not ones that are going away, but it's just ones we had a lot of. Mm-hmm. So, but it's some really cool ones. We'll have $5 pops. We'll have sales going on action figures, on candles. We'll have our normal 15% off sale going on through the weekend. And there might be some other sales that I put up there.
All right. So that'll be Friday through Monday.
Friday through Monday.
Got Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. And that'll start midnight, Thanksgiving night,
and go
Friday
all the way
morning,
through
whatever.
Monday.
Right. And so we'll have in-store and online, both,
Yep.
for all days. And we'll have some things 15% off like we normally do, but then we're going to have a lot
We'll
of
have-
select items that'll be different percentages off, different things. So that's cool.
Yep.
$5 Funko Pops, y'all. Get them. Please.
Well, I was saying, only that, like, these masks are...
Yeah, we've got
like,
some good masks on
some
sale,
really
too.
good masks, and then the Mego sale is actually going on right now. $10 off our Mego figure.
We have a lot of those, too.
So, yeah. So,
Okay.
but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of good sales.
So that'll be our sales for next week. And we're not doing any signings. We have decided not to do any signings or anything the rest of the year. We just have had so much of other things going on. And honestly, Joe Bob's Jamboree tapped us out. So we're not doing any more signings the rest of the year. We're just gonna deal with Christmas. We'll probably have our Christmas party and all that. And then we'll go back to signings next year. And then we have Creep IE-Con will be our first con of next year, which is in February. So
Which I am excited for.
yeah, I am too. I'm always excited for Creep IE-Con. It's a great con.
Great guest list, and here's hoping third time's the charm with Nev.
I know, right?
Third time's a charm.
I have yet to get in Nev's line, and yeah, I have yet to do that.
Well,
after all these years.
What I do
I
like
don't have time.
what I do like about the con that Nick does, Creepy Cons, if you're a vendor, they'll just take you to the front of the line.
Yeah.
That way you could get back to your booth. I wish other cons did that.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it's not fair to the people that are already had been waiting in line,
Right.
but at the same time, when you're a vendor, it's very hard to go meet the people. Well, for some of us, it's very hard to go meet the people.
Well, I mean, I like to go before everything gets too started, but then sometimes the actors still aren't at their table though
Yeah.
until the middle of the day. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't want anybody to give me any kind of special privileges and get in front of anybody. I'm not about that. So I'm not doing that.
For Nev, I will do it.
Well,
I don't care.
You be an asshole.
I don't.
I love Nev too, but I'm not doing that.
No,
so.
but I was Scream Reunion.
Yeah.
Including Dermot Maroney finally coming back because
Yes.
he wasn't able to do
I know.
September show.
And I'm excited about that.
The Texas Chainsaw anniversary. Mm-hmm. And then a lot more to come.
Yep. Very excited. It'll be a good one.
So between then, Texas Reimer has a huge list.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jesus.
I wouldn't expect anything different.
I know. But I will say I'm happy it's all new people. Well, for the most part, it seems like new people.
Yeah, people they haven't had before or whatever.
I mean, Kane and Danielle are there because they're doing a Hatchet reunion. Because Adam Green is there, but that's his first time there.
yeah, I'd like to meet Adam Green.
Michael Ironside, I'm beyond excited
Right? Right?
for. Joe Dante. Jane Levy just got announced
Yeah,
for
I
it,
seen
which
that
I'm
today.
excited. I mean, I probably won't get a chance to see her, but that's exciting that it's like a lot of new people.
Yeah, I like that.
Warwick Davis, who will be here for Days of the Dead.
I'm very excited for that. I know Rachel. I think Rachel's going to come back for Days of the Dead because she wants to meet Warwick.
Everyone wants to meet Warwick.
Right.
Like, they're going to put him in another room. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I wonder how much his autograph will be.
I think it's like $100.
100. That's what I was probably
Which
thinking.
I'm like, is Warwick Davis? He's worth it.
Yeah, that's what I was probably
Like,
thinking.
people are probably going to drop like $500 just to get multiple things signed.
Yeah, that's what I was asking because I know Rachel was like, okay, I have to do Leprechaun and Harry Potter. I'm like,
See, I'm okay just with the Leprechaun unless I could find a Wicket Pop, and then I'm going to get 2 things signed.
oh, there you go.
Because I'm a Star Wars nerd too.
Yeah. I'm about Harry Potter. But yeah, Leprechaun. For me, Leprechaun. So I'm excited about that. I think that's really about it that we just got going on. Yeah. Just the sales for Thanksgiving.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have any new products coming in
products,
this week, except for the shirt.
Yeah. New licensed Halloween 3 shirts.
Yes.
Available here at Nightmare Toys.
Yes. We have the Nightmare Toys version, and then we have a version that doesn't have the Nightmare Toys logo on it
or the Vegas
as well.
sign. It's just the 3 masks.
It's just the 3 masks.
But buy them both.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I bought both.
There you go. Yeah, we didn't have anything else new come in lately. That was really the only thing that we had was the shirt. So, all right. Well, I guess that's really about it then, right? Anything else you want to add?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
We'll say it again next week.
We'll say it again next week.
Yeah. No,
Although once they see the podcast next week, it'll be right after Thanksgiving, but whatever. We'll say it twice.
We'll
Happy
say it
Thanksgiving.
Twice. But I was just thank you for everything with Halloween this past season and all year long, and people still continuing to order from us.
Yeah.
So we're very thankful.
Yes. Thankful. All right. Well, we will see y'all next week for our 100th episode where we talk Thanksgiving. We will see y'all next week. Have a spooky day.